Hello everyone, welcome to New House Daily, where I am going to chronicle just how badly I'm in need of a haircut No? Okay, can we just edit that out? Hello everyone, welcome to New House Daily, where I am going to take a look at everything that came on the market today in Los Angeles, and I'm gonna pick my favorite house. Today, this is a cool one. I chose 1003 North Soldano Avenue. It's out in Azusa, but take a look at this. Okay, so obviously this is a wildly unique house. It's certainly going to take a very particular type of buyer that wants to live in it. There's so much interesting character here that it's certainly not going to be a home for everybody, but it's super cool that stuff like this exists. I don't know the entire story behind this. I read a little bit about it. There is potential that every stone that's in this house, interior and exterior, was hand-picked and hand-placed. The source that I read about that says that this is speculation, essentially, not necessarily recorded. But seriously, this is so cool. And one of the things that I find so interesting about this house is actually just like the greenery surrounding it. I mean, if gotta feel like you're in the middle of a forest in like this cool stone cabin. I mean, just from the exterior, like It's beautiful. I love those big, huge, mature trees that are just kind of swooping down over the property. It's so cool. It's so cool that the stones go all the way up through to the chimney as well. I mean, it covers every single inch. I get it. Some people are going to say this is super ugly, but nobody can deny that it's not at least fascinating that this exists. The other reason I picked it is actually it looks to me like it's surprisingly livable on the inside. I mean, some places you might come into something like this and you say, oh my gosh, what a mess. There's no way that this house can hold up. Like, you know, cool. It's cool from a historical perspective, but like, there's no way that you can actually live in this. But I mean, you know, you've got your original hardwood floors that look like they're in pretty good condition. You still have that fireplace that, from what I can tell, does work. I love how the stones go over in like this kind of framing archway. There's even even the tops of the fireplace are made of stone that you can put stuff up there. I just think that's awesome. Surprising amount of light for how dark those stones are. I mean, they're mostly dark gray stones. I love the stained glass that's around. I don't think that's actually that is the front door. Stained glass on either side of the front door. It's like this kind of tree and bird motif. It's really, really gorgeous. I mean, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Gamble house that had those, I mean, it had stained glass throughout, but it had those beautiful panes on either side of the front door. Yeah, I mean, this is cool. I mean, look, it's a little dated in places. It obviously needs updating. I actually think the kitchen kind of holds up. There's this interesting, it looks almost like this, like bay windows, but it's cabinetry, that kind of, you know, gets you extra cabinet space. You know, it's probably like a spice rack or something on the inside of that. Now, I love the big wooden beams on the inside of I guess this would be kind of like the living room area. I do hate carpet, so that's gotta go. But the wood has to stay. I mean, those huge beams over the top. I mean, I love that. I love when you can just feel the richness of the wood there. I'm so happy that nobody's gone over and painted any of that. The French doors that go out to the exterior, beautiful. I mean, look, the bedrooms, they're kind of, you know, whatever, you know. They're not super interesting. I will say, I mean, I've only done 2 of these, and both of these times I'm commenting on wallpaper. This time it is old wallpaper. But it's kind of cool. Like the bathroom, it almost is like, kind of like this, like a sky, like clouds with a sky. It kind of feels like, I don't know. It's kind of, and I also happen to like those vertical kind of vanity lights over the mirror in the bathroom. I think that's something that holds up well even today. I wanted to find the other wall. Oh yeah, this wall. Oh my gosh! In this other, I think this is just a guest bedroom. It's like pink tile, then it's red tile flooring, but the sink is pink, the toilet's pink, and the entire bathroom is this. I mean, okay, it could be construed, it could be kind of look like, I don't know, it looks like to me it's just like this splattered paint almost. I mean, that's probably why I think it's kind of interesting. I mean, some people are gonna be like, why in the hell are you doing that for your wallpaper? But actually, I think it's kind of cool. Hopefully no one thinks that it looks like blood stains. I don't think it does, but you know, some people might be like, okay. I actually think this is really cool. I also like that the tile goes up and around the heater, and then up and around again the bathroom, or the mirror that's over the sink. And the bathtub space, it's a pink, you know, so you gotta love the pink. And then the exterior of the house, I think this is kind of cool to me because you can see that there's a basketball hoop over the garage, so you know that there's probably just been a normal family living here. And I'm sure that they obviously appreciated the architectural significance of the house, but it's so cool to see, like, I don't know, sometimes you think of these really, you know, interesting or one-off type houses as places that, oh, well, no one ever lives there. It's just like a museum, right? But like, it's probably just like some kid that just was like growing up, playing basketball, shooting hoops over the garage that's made entirely of stone. It's pretty wild. I like that. I mean, it's got to be it's a big property. I don't know what exactly the lot. Oh yeah, almost a 15,000 square foot lot, so like a lot of land. And it's got, it's got like multiple different little outdoor areas, got like a garden, and then one of my favorite things is this giant trellised, I guess you could call it a porte-cochere. It's kind of, but not really. But you like drive in underneath these like vaulted stones, and it's like all trellised, and in even the wood detail on the ends of those, if you take a look at it, it's like this guy's beautiful curvature path. I mean, this is not what people think of as the arts and crafts movement, but this is. I mean, this totally is. This is like, stonework was not as prevalent in the entirety of the house like this, but it certainly was in the lower portions of the house. I mean, you look back at classic examples, like again, the Gamble house. I love that the stone has been included in the outdoor grilling area as well. That's super cool. I mean, I can imagine this is just a fantastic place to entertain and relax. And the weather out in Azusa is hot, but the trees got a ton of shade. It's a super green property overall. I don't know. I like stuff like this. I like stuff that comes on the market like this. One of the ways that I think about a home like this is like 99% of people are going to go, no way, I can't live in this. And then there's going to be a handful of people that go, oh my gosh, I've been looking for something exactly like this. And that might only be a handful of people, but that if you're buying a property that's super architecturally unique, that group of people is always going to be there. So I don't know. I think that that's pretty cool. And it kind of keeps stuff like this like around and well preserved. So that's my pick for today. I want to just remind everybody that obviously please stay safe during this time of coronavirus. I've been getting a lot of questions about, can people even buy and sell and what's actually happening? The answer is yes. I mean, certainly with some restrictions. I have some showings later today. We're wearing masks, we're wearing gloves, we're obviously social distancing, but it's still happening. Properties are still able to come on the market, to still close. There's a few people who, maybe even rightly so, are thinking that this might be actually a great time to buy. I try not to speculate on that too much, but I would actually generally agree that if this is a time that you're still interested in looking, I say go for it. And as always, hey, if you have somebody that that you know of that it might be looking to purchase their first house, I love referrals. I love working with people that that I know, or friends of family of people that I already know. I love that. So please, I would super appreciate it if you sent my name around. So there you go. New House Daily. That's 1003 North Soldano Avenue out in Azusa. What a cool house.